Even if they don't get it, though.
Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And some room to work. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. They got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Dolphins 7.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, here's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action, now it's Tua. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They find some open field here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 3rd and goal, Mills toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Mevis knocks this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack. Tua, and going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua now on first down. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua sets up to pass it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce,
40 yards.
And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua
looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua now on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AM. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Another carry for Pierce.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. 5. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
So this back down to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline watching another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the 2nd half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. But as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And some space here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
36 yards.
And the Texans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua to try again on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Mills back to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over first down again at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Touchdown! Nico Collins. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.